Good morning, communities. RJ back with another video. So let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day from 2004 Upper Deck SP Legendary Cuts. The red parallel autograph, number to 50. Nice on-card auto. One of the thousands of autographs card company were putting out back in the day and still are to this day. Paralleled serial numbered autographs are all the rage, aren't they? Today's random baseball item of the day from 2017. Cool little Mookie Betts coin. Still with the Red Sox back in 2017. You don't see many coins anymore. I believe these were inserted into Archives product. Don't quote me on that. I remember that recently there were 3 coin packs inserted into Archives, so I'm assuming this was done in 2017 as well. But cool little Mookie Betts item if you're a Mookie fan. Today's trivia question: on this day in baseball history, June the 27th, not the 17th, June the 27th, 1922. This future Hall of Fame catcher hit for the cycle, becoming only the second catcher ever to accomplish the feat. Name him. What you're playing for, cool card from 1995 Score, the Summit Edition. This is part of the base set. Card number 174. Really cool Ken Griffey Jr. card. Kind of a thicker stock to this one, so it's a really nice card called Bat Speed. Awesome little MLB anniversary patch on his sleeve there. It's a really nice Ken Griffey Jr. card. That's what you're playing for. All you got to do is shoot me an email with an answer to that question. I will include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question. You will have today and tomorrow to answer. We will pick a winner on Sunday. All right? Good luck to everybody on that one. So today, what I want to show off is going back through the some of the cards I loved as a kid. We all do this once in a while, but it's fun to thumb through old cards to remember what you loved about them. So today, I'm going to show off 1987 Donruss, the Hall of Famers in that set. All right, so every card you'll see is a Hall of Famer. Donruss did not have much fanfare in the 87 set. You had your Diamond Kings up front, you had a bunch of rated rookies, and then you had the cards. There really wasn't anything else in the set. You had your puzzle pieces in the packs. I'll show off the puzzle card in a little bit, but that was one of the interesting thing about Donruss back in the day. They were very basic, and even Topps had more going on than Donruss did, but sometimes I like just the basic variety because you get it gave them the ability to put in more cards of players so they could expand the number of players in an offering. So let's look at the Hall of Famers from 1987 Donruss. These are in numerical order as they were found in the set. So your rookie card, this is Greg Maddux's rookie card. This is what you would find if you're doing the post-war Hall of Fame rookie PSA set registry. This is the one that's on that list, I know, because I'm still working on trying to acquire that. Eddie Murray portrait card. A lot of portrait cards in the 87 Donruss. George Barrett. I love 87 Donruss too because it has a mix of older vintage players. You'll see when we get there. And then just the new crop coming on board. Tim Raines. I love that they don't call him Rock Raines. Tim Raines. Ozzie Smith. Tony Gwynn. Gary Carter. There's a bit of an action pose. Bert Blyleven. Ryan Sandberg. Cal Ripken. Even had Cal Ripken written on his batting glove there. Jim Rice. Dave Winfield. These are all the Hall of Famers in the set. Paul Molitor, Robin Yount, Alan Trammell. Again, mostly portraits. I don't know why they went with all portraits in this set. Almost exclusively portraits. Nolan Ryan, Mike Schmidt, Kirby Puckett, Jack Morris, Don Sutton, Reggie, still the Angels. Young looking Ricky Henderson there, even though he'd been in the league for a couple of years. Carlton Fisk, Wade Boggs, Lee Smith, Dennis Eckersley. Funny to think about the fact that Lee Smith and Dennis Eckersley were teammates on the Cubs of all teams. Just kind of funny. Tom Seaver on the Red Sox winding down his career. Dave Parker had moved over to the Reds. Hate to see him in anything other than the Pirates uniform, frankly. Harold Baines. Andre Dawson. Interesting. This must have had... Donruss must have done this in series because Dawson didn't play for the Cubs until 87, and you can see the stats on the back. It has nothing but his Expo thing. So, like, Topps often would have... the current card sometimes would be wrong if the guy had been traded in the offseason. Here, Dawson signed as a free agent in the offseason, and they have him on the Expos. I should say, oh, they should. No, they did. What am I talking about? I thought they had him in the Cubs for some reason. They don't. They still have him on the Expos. Do I forget what I just said? I'm an idiot. Phil Niekro on the Indians. Another reason I love these mid 80s sets. A lot of people were moving in the mid 80s because of free agency. And you get to see players like Phil Niekro on the Cleveland Indians, and you kind of forget that he even played for that team. Goose Gossage on the Padres. Everybody remembers Gossage on the Padres, mostly because of the World Series snafu. This is Barry Larkin's rookie card. Ted Simmons, getting older there, Ted. Steve Carlton, having moved on to the White Sox by this time. Rookie card of Fred McGriff. This is the puzzle that you would have gotten in 87. This is the puzzle pieces there. And I have this Roberto Clemente puzzle card, which was part of the base set, card number 612 in the base set. So that is the extent of Donruss 1987 Hall of Famers. Very basic design, the black borders. Interesting little stripe motif with the baseballs here. But again, very basic. I do love Donruss. For a while was putting the year in the design of their name. So, but a very cool set. I'm very happy to looking at these older sets just brings me joy. I don't know about you guys, but it really does. Just spent a few minutes going through there, pulling out the Hall of Famers. Now I get the similar joy of taking those cards and inserting them back into, back into the card set, put it back in the box. So, again, big fan of mid-80s cards. Don't care if they're junk wax. Big fan of baseball cards, and I hope you all are too. That's all I got for you today. Come back on Sunday. We got the trivia recap, all right? Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider like, subscribe, and comment, and all that jazz. I will see you on Sunday for the recap. Have a great day. Take care.